Ladies, we have saved the best for last. We have a fight between two women executives, and it is a great fight. Now, because we saved the best for last. That's why. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. They're just the warm-up, right? They're just the pregame. They're just the warm-up band. We're now having the big act, okay? So our last fight is a fight on media, okay? They're gonna love this. The fight is, what drives performance? The creative side or the data side? Damani, who do we got?
She's the VP of Creative Solutions at Clinch, with a career rooted in storytelling and brand building. She's known for strong creative leadership across ad tech. And she goes by Hondo, because at her level, full names are optional. Please welcome Jessica Hondolero. The EVP at Omnicom, leading retail and commerce media strategy at a global level. She's focused on data-driven performance and large-scale media systems. And she runs retail media, which means she figured out how to monetize the part where you were already buying something. Please welcome Elizabeth Neubauer-Donovan.
This is an easy one to tell you how it breaks down. Easy one to tell you how it breaks down. Creative, data. You're going first. 45 seconds, Jess.
Creative packs the final punch over data because, honestly, without creative, you don't have anything. Creative is what people respond to. Everybody feels creative. What are the best creative campaigns that people know? Nike, Just Do It, Apple, 1984. That's not targeting. That's culture, right? Right? Ultimately, creative is going to give you that final punch that you need in order to survive it. I love data, right? But ultimately, we hold the key. And you could have all of the targeting in the world that you want, but if you show nothing at the end, what is it going to do? Nobody's going to speak to that. Nobody's going to jump on that. And when it comes down to it, what's the most prestigious award in advertising?
All right.
Online, right?
You got 45 seconds and you're open. Go.
Well, first, Michael said he saved the best for last. Do we know that 9% of women are CEOs? I guess no men wanted to fight us today. But we're happy to be here. She said that the key to creative unlocks, but data performs. And without data, we don't have measurement, we don't have outcomes, and we need to support the solution through that omni-channel journey.
You got 30 seconds to rebut. Go, Jess.
What's the most prestigious award in advertising? Cannes Lion. What are they celebrating? Creative. Data awards? Are there data awards? If they are, they're not in the south of France. They're more like at the Ramada in Atlantic City, right?
30 seconds. You got 30 seconds, Elizabeth.
It's funny because all the yachts at Cannes Lions are the tech companies, the data that fuels all the creative and the outcomes.
Go ahead.
Great, you've just optimized your way to nothing, right? If you don't have anything to show at the end, what are people going to click on? Air? No. You need something to present. I have tons of clients that have things that they want to show. They've got all this media plan, whatever else. Sometimes they only show the single creative. What does that do? Nothing at the end.
Well, I think we could agree that data is going to fuel the right creative, and it'll make sure that you're getting the right message at the right time through all those channels, whether you can't run anything without the data that fuels it.
But if you don't have the right creative, All you're doing is annoying the right person at the right time. Means nothing at that point.
I can't argue her with that, but
Yes, you can.
I will. So what's important about creative and the brands and what they focus on? They're focusing on their identity resolution, meaning they're touching the right person at the right time through that moment, through that path of purchase. So let's make some money.
Jess?
Regardless, I've been served the right creative at the right time for something I already bought. So if
And
it's
your
not,
data wasn't good.
if it's not a good strategy, then it doesn't work, right?
I don't know.
Someone's about to buzz through. Nope.
Nope.
He's close.
I'll buzz, and it's for you. I'll fight with you.
Thank you.
So listen, at the end of the day, when you see a pre-roll ad on YouTube, what do you hit? You hit skip, right? When you see an ad come on a TV commercial, you pick up your phone. The ad was delivered. The data says it was delivered. The consumer is not paying attention unless there is actually something interesting to look at, to talk to engage with at the end of the day. And so how can you argue that if it's shit in, it's shit out? No matter how good your data is, you can reach any human on earth. Half the metrics are all these algorithms that we've built up to feel good about the performance we have. You think about Nielsen, you think about all the measurement. Yes, lower funnel, you can measure in actual clicks. As you get to a lot of upper funnel, it's a lot of bullshit, and you know that. So I would like to respond to, if you have shit creative, how do you get a consumer to engage with your brand? Even if you're reaching them.
I'm not disagreeing with Todd or Clinch, but I would say that how are you going to reach the right person if you don't have the right data and identity resolution? The creative can be done perfectly, but if you're reaching the wrong person and you're not identity ready.
A buzz within a buzz.
And the reason I'm buzzing within a buzz is because if you have the right reach, the right person, but you have the wrong creative, you're not getting anywhere.
Doesn't matter.
You're not going to have the wrong creative if you have the right data to create the creative.
The data to create the creative.
Yes.
At the end of the day, like the right creative, and especially in today's world with the internet, with phones, well, everyone opts in to the right creative. People will find the right creative. Have you ever had a text message from a friend? Have you ever read about a piece of creative in an article? Have you ever watched something in culture that is happening that a brand connected to? That wasn't because they had the right data telling them to reach this human on this day, at this moment, at this time. It's because it's a fucking interesting idea.
Go ahead. You got 30 seconds, Elizabeth, and we'll hand it back to Jess.
Well, maybe 30% of the time, because if you're not targeting the right person, you're not going to get the right outcome. But I do agree, and I think Jess and I talked about this, as women, we like to ensure that creative and data are coming together. So I think we could solve that together, unlike any of the men that came on the stage today.
Oh, 30 seconds, Jess.
Shit in, shit out, right? If the creative is not good, it's not gonna work. You need to have the human making the credit, thank you to who said that earlier.
Yes.
You also understand who you're talking to, but you can also put that creative out there, assuming that they're there. Good creative will get people to engage. It doesn't matter if it's right or wrong.
And another buzz.
Jess, when you do the research to figure out what that good creative is going to look like, when you look for where that idea is stemming from, when you go look for that inspiration, is it not coming from research? Is it not coming from consumer intelligence? Is it not coming from data departments that are trying to help you understand what it is the consumer wants or what you're trying to sell?
You are proving my point that data fuels creative. Creative is the end, creative is the closer. If you do not have the closer, you do not have that conversion, that engagement, that time spent. You do not get it if you cannot speak to the person on the other side of the screen.
30 seconds.
I would have to say yes, but data informs the research, the metrics to get that creative to move forward the right way. So if you're not ready to reach your consumer at the right time, it doesn't matter. Creative is the second piece, data comes first.
All right. I want you to wrap it up with your closing argument, and then you get the last word.
Again,
Unless you're buzzed.
all right, I love data. I've worked with data my entire life, but at the end of the day, if I am going to speak to the user, the creative has to be good. It can't be shit creative. It cannot be just you need to make it creative. It has to have some sort of connection with somebody. It has to speak to them. So if the data informs me, that just makes the creative better, but it does not make the creative.
You got the last word, 30 seconds, Elizabeth.
Didn't Todd say earlier that people just scroll by an ad? So if an ad is showing, say, for example, in retail media through that path of purchase, and you get a quick ad of 2 for $5, I think we know the person, we know where they are, and they're going to make the purchase.
Buzzed on her clothes. Go
Even
ahead.
if someone is going to skip the ad, there's also the counter where I may not have been served that ad, but Todd loved it so much that he thought about me and he said he cared enough to share it. That's what good creative does. It lives in the cultural currency. It lives in an emotional resonance of brands. And it lives in a space where it compels you to click to share because you care enough and because it was engaging.
I'll give you some more time. Go ahead and close it.
No one in the history of my life has sent me an ad saying it was so great if it wasn't targeted correctly.
All right, we're going to vote. Okay. You guys can argue later.
Take it backstage.
Give it up for Elizabeth. Give it up for Jessica. That was pretty close, but the winner is Jessica Hondolero. Congratulations.